So what did I think about um, Kevin Durant saying that Tracy McGrady and Garnett are two of the most underrated players ever? He said they had the skill set, but they didn't win as much. Well, they go hand in hand. We could sit here all day and talk about skills. I mean, see, and the problem with a guy like that, he's talking about guys from recent memory. But Kevin Garnett did get to two finals. He won a chip. He was a league MVP. Trace McGrady's situation is because he often said he didn't have the same intensity. He had skills, but he didn't have the same overall totality. And when you spend most of your career never getting out the first round of the playoffs, nobody's going to remember that you stat pad and put a whole lot of numbers up and you didn't do much. Okay. Now, if we're going to go by skills and we're going to talk about people who did get showcased, well, we can talk about a long line. See, this is where Kevin Durant's NBA education has to be more evolved. I could bring up Bob McAdoo, who he did win two rings with the Lakers, but he was a great player with the Buffalo Braves before that in the 70s. A lot of people didn't get to see that. And there was no 3-point line. Big man putting up 30 points. He was Durant before Durant. Tell her the truth. How about Bernard King? Knicks didn't have the right squad. He got hurt a lot. But skill set, he every bit as strong as T Mac and every bit as Kevin Garnett. Every bit. Bernard King, I put him there. Dominique Wilkins, too. It's a lot of those teams just what you got to have the right teams. You got to have the right situation. You got the right structure. It takes a lot of the little things to make up the big things. Okay. You know, so Vince Carter is the greatest example of that. Probably more skilled than most. I'd say he was more skilled than T Mac back then. He wasn't the defensive prowess of Garnett and putting up those numbers, but a skill set, come on now. He just never got deep. And see, we do hold all this in totality. We do. We're not just going to reward you because you're on one side of the ball, you know. But see, Durant's trying to say this, but the thing is that you have to have postseason success. You have to have had the next level. That's just part of it. So to sit up here and say, well, because Kobe had more success or Tim Duncan, well, they did, but they earned it. You can too, you know. But Kevin Garnett, I don't feel sorry for. He did get to two finals. He was a league MVP. But I remember hearing these people talking about he was the best in the league. When was that? Was not Shaquille O'Neal and Tim Duncan during his prime? Wasn't Kobe on the upside coming up? Wasn't Jason Kidd pretty lethal? I mean, when was he exactly the best player in the NBA? Because his time in Minnesota, especially in the early 00s, it was Shaq and Tim Duncan that I remember. Now, Garnett put up some great all around numbers, but when was he the so-called best player? They've been saying this narrative. Now, did he get his MVP? Did I feel like he deserved it? I could say he did, but I don't know if he was dominant. I don't know if he was so great that I thought he was championship worthy. See, it meant different things to different people. But we not talking one on one. This is the argument that he's trying to make. Well, if that's the case, George Gervin could hang in that class. If we talking one on one, what are we getting at with what Durant's getting at about them teams? There's a lot of underrated guys that didn't win. Carmelo didn't. Charles Barkley didn't. What you going at, Durant? And I was a big fan of T Mac, and I like Kevin Garnett a lot. But come on now, I can mention Elgin Baylor even better. I can always one or two up you with this one. So anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about that. But let me know what you think. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you like, and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.